I'm Phoenix Wright, the lawyer who's losing his goddamn mind over a pair of pants. Still, it's been 2 weeks. Still thinking about him.
You'd think we would have calmed down about the pants by now, but no.
No.
I will never calm down about the pants.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way. Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews.
She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
In that costume?
It's very comfortable.
Yeah,
It
might
looks
just
like the shoulders.
support your back and
It's like a sleeping bag. All around you. All the time.
Okay. See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered suit nipple in your hakama.
What?
Sorry, you weren't there for that bit, huh?
Huh. Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Carita.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
Buds.
Buds.
Buds with benefits.
Homies.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over.
Will
Wouldn't
I?
want to tell the
can't.
players anything. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today.
His jacket is very fun.
It
See,
is.
I feel like obviously they're setting up these stakes that like we have to do it in one day, but also would make it so short for a fourth case. Oh, I guess we've only played one.
We have been
But
in
in
court
general, it seems
for
like the
a
case-
while.
Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Thanks for that, Foley.
So long.
Phoenix. You think her motive is related to Celeste Impax's missing suicide note, right?
Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Ms. Impax as her strength and reason to live. But then Ms. Impax suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it.
Is Juan Carita the victim of this murder?
And that's why I think that Ms. Andrews got close to Mr. Carita. All to get the suicide note back.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impax. They're girlfriends, Your Honor.
It was Edgeworth. Nope, he lost the focus.
It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet. God, her boobs are truly...
They sure are there.
Well, it's especially because it's Pearl's clothing. So
Yeah.
Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Ms. Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Carita's room. It was supposed to be a 5-minute recess, but it's been about 40. What is your occupation? Oh, that's me. I forgot. It's like... Ahem. I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Ongard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
Drama.
No. I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land.
Dude!
Bro.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Is that foreshadowing?
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Kurita. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was a fry and bait matter? Or was that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
Sir!
What?
I thought it was swimming.
But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. Idiot.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Ms. Andrews.
You fucked him, then you killed him. Very well, then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
You know, as
you do.
one does at a murder scene.
Didn't sit down. Didn't.
Leave. Poured a
Didn't
glass
scream,
of juice.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes. Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. The juice glass. Because it was juice.
Also, that's so incredibly not what a wine glass looked like.
No, it really isn't.
I cannot get over that.
Any glass is a wine glass if you put wine in it. I say every time I pour wine into a regular glass.
Every time I drink wine out of a mug.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She is one cool and collected cucumber, and she has the brains to match.
Yes,
I
I know.
that did not say cucumber.
But it was better that way.
Yeah! I think cool cucumber is a funny phrase.
Okay.
Is this not a comedy playthrough?
This is serious
No, this
business.
is
We
dead
never
serious.
make
It's
jokes.
only
We've never
serious.
been funny
This
in our
is my
lives.
no-nonsense Ace Attorney playthrough now. I'm commandeering this thing.
This playthrough is as serious as Gregory Edgeworth.
Oh no.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing.
Throw her off her rhythm.
I mean, she's not like walking back and forth though. So
Disrupt her pacing? Like,
Street smart.
shove her while she's walking?
she's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant that you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand?
So press everything. Got it.
Got it.
The opposite of the last case.
I don't believe you. Hold it! And what was Mr. Onguard doing at the time? He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony. Mr. Onguard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes? Excuse me? It? What are you... Objection! Right. I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, Jesus Christ, then I'll make one for you. I'll even use a little alliteration. Watch. Did you, Ms. Andrews, remove Mr. Onguard's knife from his room? No.
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 No!
No.
Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. Hold it! And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Well, I think we're pressing everything, so... Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon? What are you implying? You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim. Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time. I can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. May we continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to his room? Hold it! You were in shock? Most people usually are when they find a dead
You
body.
found his dead body.
Air quotes. What? Was I not supposed to be? Ms. Andrews is a very calculating person.
We all know that cool and collected cucumbers could never be in shock when they encounter a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita.
She's a lesbian, Your Honor.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. What the fuck?
Problematic content, Edgeworth.
Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
I see. Problematic content, Mr. Edgeworth.
This
Hold
is how
it.
heterosexuals sound, right?
Yeah! This is the photo you're referring to, correct? Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest. And the guitar case was like this too? Just gonna move on. Yes, it was open and empty, of course. And then, what did you do next, witness? Hold it! Juice?
He's very excited about the juice.
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself, just like an ordinary person would when they saw a bottle of tomato juice on the table at a crime scene. But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh?
You mean you're supposed to drink it?
There were no lip marks left on this wine glass. It's not a fucking wine glass. To suggest that anyone drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it. Ms. Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. Juice? When you discovered the dead body of Juan Kurita, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Pouring juice helps me concentrate.
Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today?
Damn.
I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
I have herbo rights. I can belittle a herbo as a treat.
What one thing? Sorry, what one thing? Never mind. It's no big deal. What was she starting to say just now? Well, folks.
Get her.
Sounds like something that's a big deal.
Ms. Andrews. I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. No one asked. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Wow, look at her pose.
Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo?
No, the other one. Huh?
This mess of glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? Haha, the water is on the outside of the guitar case. Idiot. Ignore the fact that I stumbled on that word. I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I was the one who knocked the flower vase over where it fell onto the guitar case. Hold it. What kind of flower vase was it?
That's not the question.
It was a glass vase, and it was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take Juan's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase. That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself. Phoenix, not everyone is one-dimensional. Like, she's lying. But come on.
That's what she would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality. Me at my own brain, every day of my life.
It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now.
There is, though.
I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. She's a cucumber, not an egg. The only way to make her is to...
Keep on the offensive and not let up.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. You're taking the words right out of my mouth. The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence.
I have to find something. I just have to. For Maya's sake. Well, good thing we already know.
What did you just say?
It's the guitar case. Gortar.
Objection! You testified that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? It's not some problem. It's a major problem.
Ooh.
It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Ms. Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. Wow.
Oh,
what
those
decisive
cans.
evidence.
Oh.
That's very true.
Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case.
And what is that?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
And what is wrong with that? I mean, who doesn't sometimes keep their vase scattered on the floor? God knows that's what I did with that vase you spent forever putting back together.
Yeah, I was gonna say not the police department. They definitely
God.
do that. If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shards should be inside, not outside the case. Ah! Objection! What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over.
Open yet? Schrodinger's case.
Is that all? Objection! No. Think back to what Ms. Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case.
Objection! But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end.
'Cause
The bright
I
red
say
guitar
so.
was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all.
On this case.
Shut up!
Oh!
That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it?
It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case.
Unless.
It's just not that deep. Oh, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case?
Yes.
Yes.
Duh.
Make her testify.
The empty
Make-
guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this. But it is you. I can't believe I'm doing this either.
All right, I'll follow along. For now.
Ominous.
Ms. Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready to hear some lies. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. Great testimony.
That was super helpful. It looks like this really wasn't a very important point.
This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting.
You?
Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using anyway to change the topic. A convenient escape for a weak man.
What?
Anyway.
And
My
you brand it
professor
toxic
reading my essay.
masculinity.
Fucking...
The transition that you use can indicate whether you're strong or weak.
I'm assuming that there was some meaning there lost in translation. But,
I mean, it does seem
This
almost
is hyper masculine Edgeworth.
I think it's just that Phoenix used a Japanese word that's like a weaker conjugation, and the localization team was like, fuck, what's a weak word? Anyway. I don't remember too clearly because, oh wait, fuck, we already read this. Hold it!
Hold it!
During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind?
Did you?
Well, you see,
No, I remember them clearly in my tit. Like, what?
are you sure you are the one who opened the guitar case?
When I was little, I used to try to I was like, it's so weird that you can only think in your head. Like, why can't I have a thought, in my butt or something?
Oh my god.
I don't think I knew the word tit yet, so.
Sarah Beth learns about the location of the brain.
I was like, surely, I think it was more I understood where the brain was, but I was like, I should be able to imagine having a thought elsewhere. I should be able to pretend that I'm not thinking with my brain. I don't know.
Well, while we're on a wild tangent, I just noticed that the judge is in this picture in the upper left.
What?
Oh,
What?
Oh my god!
yeah.
Oh, you're right. That black
Wait.
thing with the red
Oh.
behind it is the judge.
Oh!
Oh
These little
shit!
Stairs.
Oh shit! The judge.
The gay who notices the judge.
Notice me, gang.
Please just say this one word.
She's
Cheese!
She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not.
Sounds like her dependent side is taking over.
I hate this. For the
Yeah.
record.
Well, Ms. Andrews?
Yes, it was me. Hold it! So, you opened the guitar case then? Yes. Well, maybe. Why did you open the guitar case? Huh? Mr. Karita's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case.
But
Objection!
you see, I'm cool and collected like a cucumber.
As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed.
Confused.
Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it.
That's what a man was killed.
Oh,
Why would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic, why do we have
Also,
to call
like-
it the bright red guitar every time?
also, if they were gonna take the guitar,
The bright red
wouldn't
guitar.
they also take the case to carry it?
Makes
would
me
they
think of that
open the
post
case?
that's like, steals your bike and runs. At least ride it, you asshole! Oh man. Hold it! Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Objection! How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism.
It's been like a year.
Yeah, that's true.
The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention.
Don't call me out like this.
Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright.
Sorry. Hold it! Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way
Thanks,
to make her
game.
talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try.
Thanks,
Maybe
game.
so.
Come on, Phoenix. We can't afford to let up now.
I wasn't planning on letting up, but
She's at her weakest now, so this is our chance.
yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with.
Nice.
I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found.
It's
We ever
not
add that little
hiding. There's a
buttermilk to the
knife.
court record.
I don't think that's what she means.
We found a weapon.
Thanks, Mia.